guys come to a different case. Did it? Wait, it should have taken everybody into this. It didn't, huh? That's weird. It's supposed to take everybody into. Did it? I don't know. There should be more people here then. Just trying to force you into a new case. It did? Okay. Yeah, but there was like 500. There's only 18. Huh. I don't know. I wonder if I have to start this live first. Or you're saying it did? Okay, I guess it did. I'm forcing you guys to get into a new case. Come on, guys. There's other cases besides Wade stuff. Okay, so let's put a different background. What don't you guys like this one? This one's a little bit too much. Let's just do the smoke one. I know I took a break on the moving backgrounds because I know, I don't know, some people don't like them. I really like the moving ones. I don't know if I should do the green. I'll start with this. Okay, anyway, so we're going to continue the Delmon. I think this is a part 3. Like I said, I have a couple body cams, and then I got some Barb letters, some more Barb stuff. We probably won't get through all the, it's not Barb body cams, but I have Barb like reports, but the letters are always interesting. I haven't read them yet though, so I don't know how they are. Oh, I guess it did work because there's no way that many people would be here for this, because I know people don't follow every case. Yay! Thank you, Cagney and Lace. Green is pretty. It is pretty. Cassie. Yeah, I'm trying to think. You know what? I meant to. I feel like there's a few things I forgot to do over there on that last live. Oh well, it's too late now. Oh, you didn't? That's what I'm saying. I wonder why it didn't work. Wonder if you have to like okay it. That or something. I don't know. My back itches. I need one of those back scratchers. All right, so I am going to, let's just start. So the first one's going to be, so those of you are, let me just like kind of introduce the case. If those of you that are new to this case, is Delmon Washington basically beat to death his girlfriend. And he's a little crazy. Like he gets arrested. If you guys want to see part 1, it shows when he basically gets pulled over and comes out and just tells them, he's like, I'm so drunk. But then he starts talking crazy, like saying he's God. And then we watched his interrogation, if you want to call it that, where he's just going on about God and like he's God and everybody else is screwed and just very odd, right? And then you have Barb, which is a very interesting character. She was so Barb. Wait, hold on. Let me put up some pictures. Delmon is, here's a picture of him. And then we went over when they took the pictures of him. So, but Barb just happened to be, she's a homeless lady. She just happened to be walking down the road that night when she sees the victim's mother and the victim's daughter and son-in-law, so the daughter and the daughter's boyfriend, running out of the house and like crying and screaming. So Barb goes in, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, she's fine. She's alive. She's fine." And then when the cops get there, Barb's in there, I guess, picking up the body, holding the body, and keeps saying, "She's fine. She's fine. She's breathing." She tells the cops, yeah, she was fine until the mom went back in, and then she must have, something happened. She's trying to blame the mom almost, but she's not even on purpose. So they freaking detain her. So that's how we get to meet Barb. Barb is a homeless lady that has like a very long record in and out of jail. She's very interesting. So we're going to see some more of her. Well, not body cams, but I am going to order more for body cams. So we might have some more in the future. But we're going to see some more of her letters. So most of you guys probably do know, but those of you that don't. So, oh, I didn't even share my screen. Oh my God, I thought my screen was shared, but it wasn't. Okay, so that's, oh, hold on, let me get rid of, hold on one second, guys. Let me get rid of all this other stuff I had up from the other call. Okay, here we go. So, all right, start fresh here. Okay, so here is, this is Delmon. He's the one that is charged with, the trial hasn't even happened yet though, guys, but he's the one that murdered, beat to death, well, allegedly. He was charged with the murder of his girlfriend, right? So we already been through the body cam of the family where they're there, and it's, I would watch part 1 and 2. It's interesting. They're there the whole time when the cops find the victim, and then they tell the family's there, the dad. It's just, it's a pretty crazy situation. But this jerk is the one that did it. Okay, let me see if there's another. So he, oh, well, that's not going in the right order. I better be careful because there's some. So there are a few. I want to find the ones that have the cuts. I mean, you see a little bit, but they think one of the things he used, because it was basically the cause of death was blunt force trauma to the face. Face was just so small. So they think one of the things he used was this table leg. So the table was all broken. So he took like the broken table and put it out. So they got in trouble for like the charge for like alternate evidence or whatever. So he put the broken table out by the trash, and the wooden leg of the table was underneath the chair in there, and it was had blood on it. So I'm thinking he used that to hit her in the face, because I'm sure he used his hands too, but the damage to her face, he would have more on his hands. So he probably used that freaking wooden leg for most of it, which is just, he's a, ugh. He has no remorse. He was drinking. Obviously, he was very drunk. Just wanted to show you a few pictures here. Trying to get more of his hands. Wait, to show. Like he does have some. Wait, where's the one where it has? Hold on. Oh, here we go. So I mean, you can see some stuff. And then here is the. Oh wait, where's the wooden leg? Hold on. Oh, here's some more. I'm trying to find that table leg to show you guys. Oh, right here. So I'm thinking he used this to hit her in the face. Yeah, and he had blood on his face when he got pulled over. Blood like on his hands and his back. You could see like drips. But anyway, so that's him. We're gonna watch his video body cam where they take him in. I'm trying to find a picture of that table out by the trash though. It's broke. Where is it? Just to show you where that came from. Oh, wow. Oh, here it is, right here. So this is where the table leg came from. And then in the apartment, you could see like a cracked table. The TV looks busted. You see blood on the wall. Okay, so let me play the video now. So like I said, this video is going to be them taking him to the station. Let me know if you guys could hear it. Well, it's It'll be a minute. Yeah. I don't hear it yet. I'll tell you when I hear it, and then you should be able to hear it. It's just crazy to me, though, that some people really won't watch anything but Wade stuff. Whoa.
Okay.
That is loud. Can you guys hear that? Sorry it's so loud. Is that too loud? Do you want me to lower it or no? Is it good? I think these have really good hearing, but is that all right? Did you guys hear it pop on? Or no? Perfect? Okay. Okay, so it was just my earrings. Okay.
Bitch. I period. I like it all. Okay.
Okay. Did you, were you in an accident? Car accident?
Yes. The chain you moved. That's St. Lazarus. We ate from the poor man.
You
We
have
ate from the rich man table.
county respond to an address.
Lazarus ate from the rich man table. All the rich people, he ate the crumbs.
Let's use the other elevator. I don't think this is working.
This is what happened.
This was not working.
Oh, this don't take us to heaven.
No, we'll use the other
It
one.
don't go up. It don't take us to heaven. That's why y'all ain't going. Y'all gotta read the sign.
I don't know.
I know you don't know. You don't know nothing.
So what happened? What happened to your car?
I checked you.
It's really gas.
Ran out of gas?
Disregard, I'll go
I don't know
with
nothing. Retarded. I don't know nothing. I'm retarded. I'm gonna be retarded all the way. I don't know nothing.
There we go.
There you go. Now,
All right, we're back in business.
yeah. This ain't no business. This bullshit. All you pink people, y'all going to the sun.
What do you think?
Y'all going to the sun. Y'all going to the sun. That hot shit.
Huh?
I think it's gonna go over asking.
That hot shit. That sun. You know the sun. They keep y'all pink. Y'all want tan to be like a black man.
All right.
Okay.
Y'all want a tan to be like a black man. Y'all ain't never gonna be like a black man. Y'all Satan.
Yeah, Mike. He was in it.
Take these motherfucking handcuffs off me. Let me relax in the AC.
All right, let me hear it.
Let me chill. Let me chill. Make a meal.
We will.
You ain't gonna do nothing. All you gonna do is die just like your family.
All right.
I don't have
I
one.
gotta ask you a few questions real quick.
You ain't gonna ask me nothing. I don't got nothing to say. You ain't gonna ask me nothing. You ain't gonna ask me nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm retarded.
My camera's up.
I'm retarded.
Okay, have a seat. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
I'm retarded. You ain't gonna ask me nothing. I'm retarded.
What's your first name?
I don't know my first name. Delmon.
See the way
You
Dan.
Lord, eternal love.
Dan, my name is Leo.
I don't know. You ain't no Leo. You ain't no Leo.
Okay.
You ain't no Leo. I don't know nothing.
That's my
I'm
real name.
retarded.
I'm gonna ask you.
I'm retarded.
Would you be willing to participate
I'm retarded.
in field
I'm
sobriety
retarded.
exercises
I'm
to
retarded.
despair of belief
I'm retarded.
that you're under the influence of alcohol
I'm retarded. I'm
substances
retarded.
to the extent that
I'm
you know of how to
retarded.
discern?
What you keep talking for? I'm retarded. I don't know
Would you
nothing.
be willing to participate?
I'm retarded.
Okay, would you be willing to
I'm
participate?
retarded.
Can you answer me that?
I'm retarded.
Get up. Come on. Get up.
Fuck wrong with you, dumbass cracker?
Yeah.
End of the ring counter.
I don't
this right here, excellently. This right here is, you could hear him. So they're over here. So you just listen and you could hear him over there. It's the just audio. You can't see him. I'm going to run down and get a coffee now that this is playing. But okay.
You, your kids, and all y'all know.
Hey, you got this ID?
It's in his property right up there. Okay, for you.
Yeah. Hey,
Shit. Your stuff is the fish.
out of the
Y'all
restaurant.
smell that fishy shit. That's y'all. I don't know about nothing this. I'm here. I'm here.
I wouldn't touch you.
Celebration.
Oh, that's right, eat that shit. Yep, y'all stupid. Y'all stupid.
Come on, what's the other one? I'm gonna go up here for a little bit, for in talks, for, so they can see what it's.
Y'all motherfuckers, y'all folks. Jesus took the cross. Jesus took the pain of the cross. Oh, you know what? Because he came to get it.
Stand by with us trying to
Shut up. Shut up.
The hell did he just say?
I have to be.
No, he's giving admin workers, Art. The admin indicate, the admin worker took priority.
Stop pushing on me. Stop pushing on me. Let me relax. Stop pushing on me. Let me relax. Stop pushing on me. What you doing?
He's trying to roll his, he's
Stop.
trying to roll his cups.
Get up. I'm trying to get comfortable. Trying to get comfortable.
Get up. Put your hands behind you.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I'm gonna tell you the same thing. No. You ask sitting on that sun, I'm gonna tell you no. That's all. Do like you wanna do. Do like you wanna do. I'm gonna do that the same way.
No, it's the copy.
Yes, I'm gonna do that the same way. I'm gonna do that the same way. Come on, man. Let me get my arms right. Let me
Move the fuck over, move it out.
Let me get my hands.
Move your arms. No, your arms gotta be back.
Let me get my hands. Let me get my hands. All right. Let me get my hands. All right.
No.
Let me get my hands right. Come on. Let me get my hands right. Let me get my hands right. Let me get my hands right.
Put that right first.
Let me get my hands right. Come on, y'all. Let me get my hands right. My legs washing my hands. My legs washing my hands. Y'all relate. All right, y'all can do the same thing. Y'all can do the same thing. Y'all can do the same thing. When we take things. Y'all will do the same thing. Y'all will do the same thing. Y'all will do the same thing.
Sorry, I know this part, there's not a ton. You just have to listen. I should have, if I would have had time, I would have edited the parts where you could hear them say something interesting. But
You have somebody go to the BodyCams movie
He's,
for him? Because he just sent a picture of, that maybe they can, this guy, I think, chicken messages, is that I can't remember. That. Just sent somebody there to check. You should have done later, or this lady, you passed it.
yeah, no, that's the,
That's the arrow?
that's the, yeah, no, that's who first was in fact involved. She found you.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to stay with that.
I could probably skip this part. I could probably skip this part because I feel like nobody's really interested anyway if it's not Wade. What are you guys talking about? Yeah. So let me play. Hold on, let me play the Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I don't have these ones labeled. So let's see what this one is. I think this is when they're talking to the family. Oh, wait.
I can have a new one here.
I got a pen.
No.
You have one handy.
Try new pad.
Thank you.
This is
Hola,
the
señor.
different
¿Tú
one.
vives en esta área?
No,
No.
no viví aquí.
Ok, ¿a dónde tú quedaste esta noche?
¿Cómo?
¿A dónde tú vives?
Coyoque.
En Cudjoe. Ok, ¿qué estaba haciendo aquí?
Aquí yo estaba haciendo una cosa aquí para hacer un negocio.
Ok, pero ¿te quedaste aquí esta noche?
No,
No. So, ¿de a dónde ahora mismo tú viniste?
yo acá.
¿Trabajar?
Sí.
Sorry, that one. I swear this is the one I wanted to skip. Yeah, hold on. This is the one I meant to click on right here.
I guess they moved. To try to
This is when they're talking to the family.
Sorry for you guys' loss. It's very unfortunate.
Wait.
She's still here because we have to go through.
Guys, that when people were like, oh, they're gonna roll her out when the family's there. No, they kept her there overnight. She's still there right now. She's still laying there, which is crazy. So that's what the mother's the one that's in the driver's side. And then I think the one in the passenger is actually the victim's brother, if I'm understanding right. And so she just asked, where's my daughter? He's like, oh, she's still here, which is crazy, but I don't know. Maybe that's typical. I'm not sure.
So there's a bunch of legal steps that we have to go through to actually investigate everything that's going on.
Of course.
So we only get one shot.
If you want to go right.
Exactly. And that's the whole thing. Okay. So sometimes it takes a little longer. We got to deal with judges. It's a Saturday, things like that. So that's what we're battling right now. But everything's on the move, and we're doing as best as we can to get it done as fast as we can. And the other thing is is this the vehicle that was towed?
No.
No. Okay. The other one is at. Sorry, it's the wrong day. She's the owner of the car, right? Of the other one. Okay. So what would help us out? We have a consent form. It's totally up to you, but it's a part of the crime scene because he was in it, and
We still don't know what happened or which car. Was he
we
pulled over in that car?
were under the assumption he was in his car, white Mercedes. He was not. He
So
was in a Hyundai, the gray one.
yeah, it was like a gray colored
I told you
Hyundai,
that. Yes.
and that's probably why you guys got phone calls.
Yeah, because she's the registered owner of that.
Yeah, so they were trying to figure out who it was that they needed to contact. So because of that, that's why you guys got called. And then the investigation went on, and now you guys' car was towed,
That's fine.
and it's a part of our investigation because
There was a white Mercedes that he drove as well. Where's that at?
I'm not sure if that's over there. Was that a white Mercedes? Or
Yes.
Your insurance a Mercedes?
Yeah.
Not a BMW?
That was a Mercedes.
Audi?
That's a BMW over there.
So we were like,
So pretty much what we need, if you could help us with it, is given a consent form where you pretty much agree to allow us to go through the car, search it, and collect any evidence that will help us in our investigation. Okay? And then once that's done,
so the thing, she's registered, but her mom was basically using it. That was her car.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she gave it to her.
okay. Her here?
Yes.
Okay.
But did he have any
Right.
in that car?
No, not at all.
Nothing, never drove it, nothing like that?
No.
Okay.
And it's crazy because she was actually over to our dad's house earlier in that car, and he was basically following her, or parked a couple, steps behind her.
In a white Mercedes?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
It's like a sedan, SUV? Sedan.
Yeah, sedan, four-door.
I also have a consent to search her cell phone. If
I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, they had what the purse was still in that car, right? In the back seat, right? leave her purse.
Yeah,
she never leaves her purse. That's why I went looking.
That's why I mean the whole point of the cell phone is just to see if there's anything
that's
on there.
fine.
If
Yeah,
she was
sure. I don't
messaging
care.
anything like that, that he was threatening her or any, anything.
Is his phone as well?
Say again?
going to be-
I was like left somewhere, and how she get over here? Because I walked in and found my daughter.
No, yeah.
Okay, and I don't know how she get here. I don't know. The
So
car's over
that-
there, and he got a car.
That's what we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out how she was here because she didn't live here.
No, she no.
She did live
At
here.
at one time, no,
At one
but
time.
not recently. I mean,
Okay. How long has it been since she lived
it's been
here?
like I don't know, like 6 months.
6
I don't
months.
know.
For what?
She lived there with him. Well, I don't know how long.
Since
it's
she's
like,
lived here. Like she
I'm
don't.
not-
She doesn't. She didn't live here
She
now.
was-
Yeah.
No.
She doesn't live in that, but I mean, before that, she was
They were
Just
living
stay
together.
with
together. Yes.
They were at this place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's why it's on her license.
Yes.
But it's
they-
been about 6 months since she
I would
was
say
living here.
about maybe 6 or 7 months.
But she hasn't been in there, right? But
But
But we couldn't find her, and I live right on the corner, so I came because I know she was with him earlier. Because we was at her daughter's
we were
house.
at my house.
Yeah, at her house. Right.
And he was acting crazy. A little
It was fucking crazy. So I rode over here to check because she wasn't answering my phone call tonight. Worst night. Get over here, baby.
Yeah. Just so I can get the timeline right.
Sure.
Just one person at a time. We'll go
Yeah,
through.
go ahead.
So yesterday.
Yes.
Walk me through. When's the last time you were with her? You tried it many times. Things you guys did.
She. What time is it now? 8:27. She came to my dad's house.
And where's your dad's house?
Truman Avenue, 308 Truman Avenue. This was she had just got off of work. She came down there. My dad's old, She comes and sees me. She called me. So she called me yesterday. That was around 1:22.
Oh, the FaceTime?
No, that was
regular phone.
And then that was probably she left around 3
So she called you to let you know that she was going
on her way.
She was on her way.
Yeah.
Okay.
She stayed there. I think until 3 or 3 or 4. 3 or 4. When did she get to your house?
She was already there before me.
And when did you?
Me and her got there like at 6.
Yeah.
Still late.
It was
6.
Okay.
And when she left with him, it was still daylight.
All right. So, because I want to make sure I get the timeline right. So that call at 1:22 was her on her way to your dad's house,
Yes.
308 Truman Ave. She was there for a little bit, and
She
she
came to
was.
my house.
And she came to your house after she left Daddy's
I
house.
think so, yeah.
Okay.
And then he was in the car. She said, she
Okay.
had
What
the
time? What time did she come to the house?
To your house.
Your house.
Right
She
now,
she had to leave my house at like 3 something, maybe 3
Cause
close
I
to
got
4.
a 4, yeah. It might have been like 3:30, 4 o'clock, yeah.
Okay. And you live at 308.
Yes.
Okay. So
He was in the car. He was in the passenger seat.
He-
And then we went to her house, my grandmother's house. Well, she went, and then I met her there because she left the bag of ice there for me to bring. I told her I had to change my pants. But they were there.
When you got there. Okay.
All of it.
All right. So you got that. So 3 my time. She probably got to her house around 4 or 5, and then got to your house around 6.
what's your mom's address?
Right here. What's your address?
5446 Fifth Avenue. Letter B. Why you grab it? You want some? Will you just-
All right. So she left about 3, and she was there until about 4 or 5. Right.
Are you going there?
The whole point was to go to her house to finish cleaning. This was her last day to move out of Ocean Wall. We were all going there to finish up, clean up.
Yeah, so she called me at 6:13, 6:06.
She was at your
And
house
she
then.
was at my house. Yeah.
6:06.
And what's your home address?
3920 South Roosevelt Boulevard, apartment 310 North.
Hey, don't step in. You got your shoes up.
Yeah, get out of there.
You had to walk.
She's still there laying it. Okay.
So, did she go to your dad's house with him?
No. Well,
And who's him?
him is Delmon, Washington. Okay. So I don't know if it was with him. You know what I'm saying? He was in a separate car. He was in that
Okay,
white
so
Mercedes.
he was in that white Mercedes,
Yes.
like pretty much following her everywhere she went.
Yes. So
Do
she
you
was
think she was aware of that?
Yeah.
But
Yes.
she got in the house. He was in the car.
Right.
With her?
So at some point,
He started out in the house. So like,
at some point she transitioned the cars. She came in her car to your house, in her car. Right.
Was this your family?
Yes. You signed the one for the cell phone release?
No.
Do you know what kind of phone it was? It was an iPhone.
I think it was like a
Android?
One
Okay.
Plus, one something.
A OnePlus.
Yeah, or something.
Okay.
Or
You could just write that word in there.
it's an Android though.
Do you know what color it was?
Yeah.
Blue.
Black or blue?
Mhm.
I need to write black/blue.
Don't get in that mud.
Listen, get out the mud. Go get out the mud.
So your mom, that's your
I
mom
showed
too?
you a picture
All right, so
of
your
it.
mom
Did
mentioned
you
that
identify
he
it?
was, or you guys mentioned that he was acting crazy or something like that.
Well, I wasn't there for that, but they informed me that he was acting crazy.
Yeah, he was. They told me I've been doing it.
Yeah.
And that's the reason they left because he started acting.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And you asked him to leave,
Yeah,
or they
she-
just kind of knew.
Well, I think
was.
she knows.
She knew it was
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
Was he, do you know of any narcotic use from him or anything like that?
Probation, yeah.
So after they left your house, did you hear from her again, or did she say where they were gonna go? Where would she lay her head at? Would it be here?
No, 3227 Harriet Avenue.
That was her current address.
3227 Harriet. You got all you need over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Harriet Ave. And so that's where she lived. She lived by herself.
No. I mean, I was moving my stuff in there.
Okay.
We were staying there temporarily. We were waiting on my new apartment to be ready.
Okay, but he wasn't there. He
No.
wasn't living there. He would come.
Living here. I think he's living here.
He was not allowed over there.
And what do you think kept it? Like, were they a thing? Like,
Well, so they have I mean, if you there's a long history.
yeah, there's like
of
20,
issues.
22 years.
Yeah,
that
the
they've been-
domestic abuse
Yeah, he put them
issues.
up
It's
between them two
yes,
cases.
he's been to jail for that, for beating her up and being physical. And he had just recently got out, like 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Whenever he got out, I don't know why she chose to return to this thing, but she did.
Come here. Get out of there.
So there's been a history. Okay.
And so it was just a normal thing for him to do that all the
I
time.
don't know if it was normal.
Not-
Or was it
not this-
always when he drank?
No,
Not
I
this
think
last time
yeah.
that we know about.
This time she told me it was different. It was, he wasn't on that,
Yeah, he
He just
wasn't
was a
on
different-
drugs.
He was a
because
different
of
person,
probation.
and she basically said that was the reason why he did that in the past. So I guess she thought it was different because he wasn't under any influences.
And automatically you knew that he would have been the one that had done it.
Where they left together, and yeah, I just
Says a lot.
And in that situation, like, did she ever describe like what he would say to her or what he would do in those situations that would get him so riled up to that
it's
point?
just a controlling nature. That's it.
Okay, so he had that
Yes, it was
dominant. He
just
wanted to
controlling.
dominate.
I mean, she would come to my dad's house. She'd have to FaceTime. I mean, she should try to do on the fly to try to make sure he saw who was around.
Yeah.
A long history of that, making sure of that.
And the last message you got from her was after she left. Did she write to you?
No, no one heard
Last
from
time
her.
I called, I talked to her was at the apartment.
but he started acting up.
Yeah.
And then she decided to
She's
separate
like, yeah,
herself.
she's like, it's time for us to go.
And now, where would he have dropped off his car? Do you think?
That's news to me.
And you were there as well for like for all the things. Are you family as well? Okay, her. I didn't know if she had another boyfriend. And I didn't know if that was maybe something that happened where. Because I got a witness list or whatever, and I said boyfriend. I was like, okay, maybe there was some sort of jealousy thing, but that's not the case. And yeah, right now we're waiting on the search warrant.
Pacifier. What?
Once we do that, we'll wrap it up pretty quick. And I'm the lead investigator for this case.
Okay.
And he was arrested for DUI.
Wait, Brianna, are you saying that? Are you trying to tell me that no one cares about this? Or are you saying you're sorry that no one does? I don't get what you're saying. I've learned, that's the thing. I've learned from my past. You know what I'm saying? So now, like, I know I used to be horrible at boundaries, but obviously it hasn't worked. You know what I'm saying? So I learned from my past, and I feel like, especially after I got clean, I really changed a lot of the stuff about me. And yes, boundaries are very important in a relationship. They really are. For a healthy relationship, you need boundaries. So yeah, but that's something I used to struggle with, but I feel like I'm trying to learn and be better. And I don't know, I feel like I am. Well, I'm trying, but it's one thing I used to struggle with. But are you saying no one cares? Brianna with the negative vibes. I don't know. I'm not. Well, I didn't know how she was. Was she saying that? So you got that she was saying that nobody cares, or no? Anyway, what did I miss here? Dang it! I wanted to comment about a few of this thing. Now it's almost over, and I missed everything. Sorry. Shoot. So they were talking about how I don't know if they said it yet because I missed it, but they were talking about how, at least they did, or they are going to talk about how he was following her they went to their dad's house, and he followed her in his white Mercedes. She was driving her car, which he got pulled over with, and he just like would follow her because he's not welcome at their dad's house. I don't know if he already said that, but that's what he'll say if he hasn't. That he's not welcome there. And then they go to a barbecue, right? Or they go to the mom's house, and it sounded like he even waited for her at her mom's house too. And it wasn't until they went to where she lives, her apartment, which her daughter is moving in with her, because I guess she said the daughter's moving in, and then her daughter's going to move into another place or something. So kind of temporary. And that's when they're moving, they're helping her move. So that's when Delmon was there, and they said he was acting really weird. They're like, yeah, he was acting really strange. And so she realized, and she knew when to say, like, okay, like we got to go, because they're like, my mom knows when he's getting weird or whatever. So she kind of like felt the vibe was off, and freaking they left. So then I think they probably left and went to his apartment. But the weird thing is like they're saying, is there's no car. Like, I didn't see the Mercedes. There's a white BMW that they talk about, but they swear it's a Mercedes that he drives. Where's that white Mercedes? Unless if they're mistaken and it's that BMW. But I mean, he never, when the cop says something like, oh, there's a white BMW, he doesn't say, oh, maybe it's a BMW. He sticks to, no, it's a Mercedes, right? So I don't know, because that's what they're wondering. Well, where is his car? Because then she's now dead at his apartment. He's pulled over with her car. Where the heck is his car? Because he was driving his car earlier, following her everywhere to 3 different spots. Even when they went to her, when they went to her apartment, I think they said, I forget what they said. Did they say they were together driving when they actually, because when they went to their apartment, then they left. I don't remember the last stop I'm talking about that they went, I don't know if he was still following her on that last stop, because the last stop he would have been allowed to go. But I think they did say he was in a separate car for that stop too. So I don't know. Who knows where his car is, but he was driving her car. So I have no idea.
Last night. So he's there, he ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna make it happen today. So
yeah, I heard someone, they have they swabbed him.
Oh,
they tested,
yeah.
yeah, he's locked down right now.
Okay, but they
we
swabbed him. They okay.
and we collected as much evidence as we got, all his clothes, all that kind of stuff. So it's all about layering up and trying to get a perfect timeline.
Yes.
And you said that he was following her, so I want to try to follow that path as well.
I'm assuming it because she was parked in front of my dad's house, and he was, maybe 3 car lengths,
because he's not welcome there either.
He's not welcome there at all because of the history.
Yeah. So yeah, all we're trying to do now is overlap all the evidence and try to make this happen the right way. Let me see if I have a card. If not, I can give you guys my work number, and if you have any questions, be good to go.
What is it?
305 797 0143. Detective Reeves.
My assumption when she came here, maybe with him after leaving, shower, she's supposed to come back, to the house, But he always had an issue with that, Her spending time with her family,
because it might persuade her to leave him.
I guess, I don't know.
So, I'm good for right now. Do you guys need anything? We have victim advocates. We have resources like that.
I'm sure children, she has a son too. They just lost a brother, not even 2 years ago, in a murder. So this is intense in Tampa. So everyone's trying to be strong, but
It's hard.
yeah.
It is hard. Well, let us know, if you need somebody to talk to, victims advocate or anything like that. We'll call somebody out. We are trying to do this.
Did they swab him to test for DNA and all that
We're
already?
working on it. It's I'm sure the doctors explain it. It's a whole process.
Yeah.
Because to legally obtain somebody's DNA, you have to get a search warrant, do all these things. But he didn't have a chance to clean anything or get away from anything like that. So,
Mark, Mark.
But the whole team's here, and we're all, I'll go make it happen.
We appreciate it. Yeah.
And like I said, we're all here for you guys. If you need anything, that's my number. You can give to anybody. Ask your mom if she would like a victim advocate, somebody to talk to, some resources, especially with the other tragedy you guys are going through.
You guys have looked. I don't know. I know you probably can't speak on it, but kind of what happened, like a little bit of what might have transpired.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We're still waiting. We have to wait for the medical examiner to do his thing, and everybody's minds collectively and the evidence that we have is where we kind of make a determination of what it was. But based on what we have now, we feel confident that we're good. So now it's just overlapping the evidence so that we have a solid case, and it's not a chance where somebody can go.
Do you know the Mercedes that he usually drives? Is it registered to him?
Probably. I know he got it from a friend. He got it from his friend.
The same guy that owns this.
The same guy that owns it. You wouldn't happen to know the license plate or anything like that, would you?
Does he have any social media? Like Facebook, Instagram, or anything? Yeah.
Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. The Mark thing is a joke. So Mark's Barb's brother. You guys, if you guys haven't seen the first 2 parts, I feel like this was a really interesting case. I do feel like people are missing out. Now, this one is not, these body cams aren't quite as interesting as the first 2 videos that we watched, or the first 2 lives, but I had to finish what I had. And if you guys did watch the first 2, you would kind of be more interested in it. It's really interesting. I mean, I think, and there's some funny parts, like with Barb, the homeless lady. She brings a little bit of humor into it. But then it's very heartbreaking too. Like part one of this is like, I would say more sad, and then part two is a lot of the Barb stuff. But I find it super interesting.
Oh, I got my cat up right now.
All right, guys. So now, hold on. I think as far as, oh wait, there's one more really short body cam. They're talking to this girl that here. I think it's this one. Which it's not really anything like big deal, but I just thought it was kind of interesting how she tries to leave and the cop kind of like stops her. So I guess it's the girl, one of the neighbors from the apartment that lives around there. She's trying to get to work on her bike. She's trying to get to work on her bike here. I don't know what they're doing back here. They're trying to set up a tape for the crime scene. But I don't know what they must live there? I don't know. Do they live in that building?
Hola. Do you speak Spanish? No? Okay, what do you speak? English? Spanish?
Creole.
So clear.
Okay.
No, ma'am, I'm
no,
asking you
she's-
something. Obviously, they live here, so I just want to find out if you guys heard anything last night. ¿Tú entiendes? Si ella oyó algo anoche, tú sabes, alguien gritando.
No, bajo en el building.
Okay.
Does she need to go to work? Okay, ahora tú salir. Okay. Ella, si ella quiere salir de acá para.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. And then, yeah, that's why I'm trying to pick some cases. Of course, I do some cases where everybody is covering it. But I'm trying to actually, moving forward, pick some cases that not everybody's covering it, because there's just as many interesting cases out there. I don't know why certain cases, I mean, I have some ideas why sometimes certain cases are more popular than others, but sometimes it makes no sense. I think a huge thing is what they have, like content. How much stuff do we have to go through? There's certain cases that could be super interesting, but then you try to dig in and there's nowhere to go. There's no videos, there's nothing to find. You can't order anything, and it just sucks because you can't really see anything. You can't find anything. So I think the stuff that has a lot of stuff to listen to look at, to go through, that's what keeps people interested. Wade, look, those phone calls and all the different people, the Watts case, all the stuff Shanann did online. So I get that part, but sometimes, like for instance, like this, we have some body cam and interesting stuff, but because every other channel is not covering it, it's not interesting. I guarantee though, if 20 other channels started covering this case, all of a sudden it'd be interesting to everybody. And they don't, and I feel like they wouldn't even realize why. They'd just be like, no, this is interesting. But it's like this thing where it's like, if it's popular, everybody else, what is that called? There's an effect. It's a thing. So if everybody else is finding it interesting, then it's automatically becomes interesting to them. I know, but like, that's why I try to place everybody in here after the live, hoping to like force it on them, which this was the wrong one to do it, because I should have done it on that first one to grab them in, because they would have needed to see that first one to, you know what I'm saying, to really, to get a good feeling of what this case was about. But I'm finishing up here. You know, it's a part 3. It's, you know, the last few things that are left. Now, as far as, shoot, I wanted to get a good group of like some of the pictures and kind of edit them, some of the pictures to be YouTube safe. And I never did do that. So I'll maybe hopefully do that next time. But as far as this case now we're going to go to Barb stuff because I don't have any more body cams or anything for this case. But you know what? I hope they cover the trial. I hope Law and Crime or somebody covers the trial or we can watch it. And then watch once Law and Crime covers it and people start watching it. People want to see the body cam. But okay, so I'm going to go over some Barb stuff now. Okay. So Barb, those of you that are new, let me put up a picture of Barb here. Hold on. Barb is our funny homeless. Well, I guess I can't even say funny because some people get offended because she's homeless. So therefore I can't say funny. I don't know. It makes no sense. But where's Barb? I want to try to find a picture of her. I have one because I had pictures because I did thumbnails of her. Here we go. Well, that's a song, but this one cracks me up because he opens the door and she's got her feet, she's upside down, and she's talking about like I love her. You gotta love her. She's talking about like her pockets. She needs to get something about her pockets, and that's why she's. And then she's like, "You didn't get in my pockets," or something. She's like telling on herself. I don't even think I don't know what's in her pockets, but she said something like, "You missed my pockets." And she talks about a hidden gun, and oh my gosh, she cracks me up. Oh, whoa. Wow. Email me the information. Maybe we could find. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you feel about that to cover it, but wow. I don't know. Okay. So Barb is one of those, she's in and out, getting arrested a lot. So I grabbed some of her other, so like I said, I didn't finish my sentence. Hold on. I grabbed some of her other incident reports and letters that she wrote. She's like a Sarah Boone with all these letters to the judge. They're cute. They're funny. I mean, they're interesting. And so what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So yeah, I know I already said this, but in case anybody's new, she's a part of this case because she went in there and touched the body and told the family that she was breathing and her heart, she even said her heart's going 150 beats. And then she said it was speeding and then my heart was going fast. So she was trying to say she was alive. And then she told the cops, she said, "I'm okay, Mom." And then the mom ran in there and then she was unconscious. So she was never breathing when, I don't believe she was like breathing with, she said, "Oh yeah, she's fine." I think she was just imagining it. I don't think she was lying purposely. I think she was just, she said she was looking for the fire station. That's why she was there. I was looking for the fire station. Anyway, all right. And thank you, Slow Motion. Did I even say thank you for that? All right, so let me bring the stuff real quick. All right, so first, you want to start with a letter? Wait, there's a couple, 2 different times within a couple weeks, she got caught taking a bath in a sink. There's just like picture on her. Oh, she bit somebody. Let's do this one. Okay. Oh, and so we find out though, for you guys that didn't see last live on this, she ended up, we think, getting hit while she's on a bike. I don't know the details because I never even looked into that yet. But so it sounds like she got hit by a car, right? With her bike. Isn't that what we kind of came to conclusion? There was an accident on the highway and we think she got hit, right? Why am I drawing a blank if we figured out for sure what happened? but she died. It was in 2023, November. It was like an accident. Yeah. All right. So this was from 1/7/2015. I hope I saved the right one. Oh, wait. I did the right thing. Okay, here we go. Okay. So Barbara did commit the offense of aggravated assault by attacking Kenneth with a, oh wait, this is the parking knife. Where is the biting one? Okay, with a paring knife, causing him to be in fear for his life, and he would be stabbed. Barbara did commit the offense of aggravated battery by biting Kenneth in his left bicep, causing a wound that would leave scarring and permanent disfigurement. Did commit the offense by throwing a 4x4 bandage, which she had blown her nose. Oh, four. She blew her nose into the contaminated with her biological waste, striking on duty EMT paramedic Israel Vasquez in the face. She blew her nose into the bandage and then threw it at the EMT's face. Did commit the offense of assault by lunging with her mouth fully open in an attempt to bite the hand of an on-duty deputy. On 1/7/15, while on patrol in a fully marked Monroe Sheriff's patrol car, wearing the prescribed uniform, complete with badge and patches. Upon arrival at the residence, I had negative contact with anyone there. Dispatch advised that they were not given an address by the caller. Dispatch advised that prior calls to service with that number were at the residence. Sergeant Whiteman advised via radio he was out with Kenneth Nash, who was personally known to me through prior law enforcement. Nash, who had a large bleeding bite wound on his left bicep, advised that Barbara had bit him. Nash advised that he and Smith were hanging out at his residence drinking a few beers. Nash advised Smith wanted to use his phone to call her brother. Nash would not let her. Nash advised that Smith then became angry, grabbing a paring knife that was kept on the dresser in the blue cup. Nash advised that Smith then attacked him with the paring knife in her right hand while he was sitting in a chair. Nash advised that Smith stated, "I'm going to kill you." And Nash advised that due to knowing of Smith's unstable condition and the look on her face, he was in fear for his life, thinking Smith would stab him. Wow. Nash advised that he then grabbed Smith's right hand, which was holding the knife, as she lunged at him. Nash then took Smith to the floor, trying to get the knife away from her. Nash advised that while taking the knife away from Smith, Smith bit him in the left bicep. Nash advised he got the knife away and he left the residence. Okay. So then I relocated to Louisa. As I approached Nash's efficiency, located towards the back right of the property, I could hear loud banging on the walls from inside the residence. I knocked on the door, announcing myself, and asked Smith to come out. I heard a few more loud bangs from inside. Smith then swung the door open and was standing unassisted in the doorway. I asked Smith to step outside and talk to me. Smith advised that she was not leaving her stuff. I asked again to step outside and talk to me. Smith then threw herself against the door frame, holding the door frame with her left hand and the outside window ledge just outside the door. Smith then stated that she could not stand on her own and that she needed an ambulance. Smith was clearly standing on her own. I requested rescue to respond for her. Smith, who was intoxicated, became uncooperative. Smith would not advise what happened until she got an ambulance. Smith then advised that Nash had grabbed her and slammed her to the wall twice, so she bit him. Then advised that it all started when she was rolling a marijuana cigarette and Nash blew the marijuana onto the ground. I repeated her statement back to her, and she advised that Nash was rolling the marijuana cigarette and she blew it to the ground. Smith advised that Nash then got angry and slammed her against the wall twice. Smith explained the sequence of events again and advised that Nash tried to touch her breast. Nash then threw her to the ground and tried to get on top of her with his legs spread. Smith advised that she bit Nash to get him off of her. Rescue arrived on scene wearing their prescribed uniform, transported Smith to Fisherman Hospital. While in the residence, I observed no marijuana in the residence, on the floor, or on the furniture where they were sitting. I relocated to Fisherman's Hospital. I spoke with Nash again. Nash advised that he wanted to press charges. Nash provided a sworn verbal statement and later a sworn written statement. Nash was treated and released. Whiteman advised he was going to give Nash a courtesy transport home. Whiteman later advised that he found the paring knife and placed it into evidence. The EMT Christopher Cameron advised that while waiting to escort Smith inside of the hospital, that Smith had thrown a bandage that she used to blow her nose at his partner, striking him in the face. Cameron provided a sworn statement. Vasquez advised that he gave Smith the bandage to blow her nose. Smith did. Vasquez asked for the bandage back so to properly dispose of the biological waste. Vasquez advised that Smith became enraged and threw the bandage contaminated with her biological waste at him, striking him in the face. Wow. Okay, so she attempted the Miranda, okay. Transported while attempting to assist Smith out of my patrol car. She lunged at my hand with her mouth wide open and attempted to bite me. In fear of being bit, I quickly moved my hand so not to get bit, then secured Smith's head by grabbing her hair. I positioned her face away from my body, making sure she was not able to make another attempt to bite me. Smith was then escorted inside the jail. Ooh, I gotta write that down, actually. Oh. Hold on. Let me write this down. All right. You know what? I'll just keep that up and I'll look at it. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. All right. Let's read a letter now. Hopefully it won't be that hard to read. Oh, I forgot. I could just go over. All right. Hopefully, I didn't have time to read these ahead of time. I was hoping I would this time, but I didn't, and I'm sorry. Yesterday, I freaking slept so much. I wasn't feeling good. I do think I might have, I don't know if I had like a weird mild case of COVID because it was nothing like I had before. I had COVID, I feel like 2 other times. The second time I think it was that RSV. What is that called? RSVP. RSVP. Wait, it's not hard. Hold on. What's it called? It's like a thing. Like it's like a respiratory thing. But I think the second time it was that. Because the second time, I know, Austin, shut up. The second time was worse. Like, well, the first time was worse because my dad died. My mom was in the hospital, so that was worse because I was sick, and then it was the first time I had COVID. I didn't know what to expect, and then my dad died, so that was worse. The whole experience was worse because of everything else. But the actual sickness level was worse when I think it was the RSP or whatever it is, because when I had it the first time, my oxygen was always good. So it made me feel better. Yeah. But the second time my oxygen was low, my heart rate got down to the 40s. Like I would wear this thing where I put on my finger, and then it was one where like I could sleep with it on and it would beep. So it would beep if your oxygen got too low or your heart rate got too low. Or I'm sure if your temperature, whatever else it takes, but if anything got to a point where it's too low. So it kept waking me up. It was my heart rate would get down into the 40s. And so I made sure I kept it on, because then I would wake up and like kind of move around and get it going. And my oxygen got low. It was freaking me out. I was afraid to sleep. But that thing, at least I couldn't get into a deep sleep. So that thing at least would keep waking me up when it beeped, and then I could get it up. But dude, that was so weird. But anyway, I don't know why I just got into that. Oh, I'm saying I think I had something weird this whole week. Like it started like I felt extremely exhausted, and my body had that sick feeling, and my stomach was kind of messed up, and I just been like extreme, like every other day when I'm not live, I'm not working either. Normally I'm working, but this past week I'm not. I'm freaking sleeping or passed out or like trying to just be okay. Anyway. So my whole point is I didn't get to pre-read these. So let's see. January 7th, 2016. Barbara A. Smith, was cleaning Kenny Nash's apartment. Louis, so it's in Marathon. He was drinking, smoking, etc. He started being belligerent towards me. He grabbed and twisted my left breast. I had pushed him away. Oh, this is the Nash. So this is about what we were just talking about, the incident, right? I had pushed him away from me. I had just been diagnosed with a lump on my right breast after a mammogram. My doctor had rescheduled me for an ultrasound and told me I need to see a surgeon. I was just approved for insurance that same day, 1/7/2016. He knew that. He then pushed me back against the wall and I fell to the floor. I tried to get back up and he slammed me back down to the ground and held me down where I couldn't breathe. So I bit his forearm so he would release me. He did. Then I called for 911 for an ambulance because I couldn't stand on my own. Kenny called also and went outside. Deputy Bragos came and Kenny told him that I went after him with a knife. I did not. I went to hospital in an ambulance and was crying all the way there from being in pain, maybe? Pain, probably. I was on a stretcher in an ambulance. An EMT gave me some tissue to blow my nose. And another EMT told me to give the probably tissue back. I was something yet. Threw it towards the floor and I accidentally hit her, probably hit, I don't know, what is that supposed to say? Hit her, hit something. Deputy Braggs told EMT to write up a report saying I intentionally threw it so he could write up a charge against me. Deputy Bragos insisted I didn't do anything to Deputy Bragos, but something nasty something which is a crooked, I don't know. For now I sit in jail awaiting trial because I have no money to bail myself out. I can't lose a trial. I'm not guilty. Kenny Nash is a bad drug addict, and I'm no angel, but I also don't lie. My reaction towards Kenny was self-defense. He was cutting off my air supply where I couldn't breathe and being in agony. Something. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, I feel like, yeah, she does some crazy bad things, but I mean, I almost feel like the crazy thing is though, in these letters, she seems so much like more sane and normal. But then like when we see her, she's pretty like almost like kind of out of touch with reality in a way of like what's really going on. Like some of the stuff she says is like, that's not like what's even going on. But I mean, she could write pretty good, don't you think? All right. I guess I'll just go over, see what brings next. Oh, here's I just want to keep track of which ones hold on. Okay, so it's going this way. All right. Anyway, here's another letter. It says, May 24th, Barbara Smith, I will be unable to attend due to I will be training all week. Could we please reschedule? Thanks in advance, Deputy Garrett Bragg. Oh, that's Deputy. So that's him writing to Barb. This is from 1716, battery assault. Oh, this is that same thing. Yeah, where she bit him, and then these are her charges. Oh, wait, wait, not all of them. Some of it's different. Hold on. There's different things. So the one is where she touch or strike Kenneth Nash. So that has to be the first one, right? Count 2 is January 7th, where she threw the bandage, but count 3 is something different. Look. I don't remember count 3. Did intentionally, unlawfully, knowingly threaten by word or act or do violence to Garrett Riston Bragg, an officer who engaged in a lawful performance of a duty coupled with an apparent ability to do so, lunged at his hand. Oh, yeah, we saw that where he lunged at his hand. Yeah, and with her mouth wide open. Okay, so this is the same one. Let's go to the next one. So this is, actually, I better charge my phone. Okay. So this is bathing in the sink. So this is like a month before Christmas. She was probably just trying to get, well, no, in a couple of weeks she does it again. So when you're homeless, you got to bathe. So where are you going to do it, right? So on 11/5/16, she trespassed, so she violated trespassing structure or conveyance by entering and remaining in a structure after being issued a trespass warning. All right. At 11/13, while on routine patrol, I conducted a routine watch order of Ferry Market. As I began walking through the car wash area, I heard movement inside the bathroom that is inside of the car wash. The business was closed and I had been closed for over an hour. I opened the door, which was unlocked, and found a female inside using the sink. The female was identified as Barbara Smith and is known to me through prior law enforcement contacts. I instructed Barbara to step out of the bathroom. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to turn this off. I meant to turn my hair off when I did this. because I know you probably can't hear the difference, but it does make a difference in the sound quality. It's weird. It's like you can't hear the noise of it, but I tested it out and you could hear. Because okay, remember that one live where I had it on the whole time when I think when I was reading that book. So like half of the reading the book, I had it on and then I turned it off and I listened and oh my God, there was a huge difference in when it was off in the sound quality. And that's why I wore the t-shirt so I wouldn't get hot. I purposely wore a t-shirt, not a hoodie or whatever, because I knew it gets hot in here. Anyway, where are we at? So he heard a thing in the bathroom, right? The business was closed and had been closed for over an hour. I opened the door, which was unlocked. Oh yeah, he found a female weren't using the sink and it was Barb. Okay. I instructed Barb to step out of the bathroom and sit down on a nearby milk crate where her personal belongings were located. Barb advised she was cleaning the bathroom and waiting for George. Cleaning the bathroom or cleaning in the bathroom? Why would she just be, let me just clean a public bathroom? Does she work for him? I think she was just cleaning in the bathroom, right? Wait, what's going on? I haven't looked in chat in a while, sorry. Wait, what's going on? I'm not defensive, but yeah, I'm not. No, I wasn't defensive, but I understand who that other Gerber or whatever, however you say her name. I understand who everybody is. That's what I'm saying. I understand who the Reitzma is. I understand. I mean, I don't know for sure who the scammer is. We could say it's probably that Moro, but I can't say for sure. But I know who each of the Ariels and the Ariana. I know who they are. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you think I meant something. I knew exactly what I was meant. That's all. I'm not getting defensive. I'm just answering you. No, I didn't do a Freudian slip. Anyway, I swear to God. But I know who both of them are. I'm just going by, I'm guessing by those texts, unless if those are fake, that she told Jesse she was that Reitzma girl, which isn't even a lawyer, is what I was saying. She went to law school, it looks like, but I guess she didn't. I don't know. It looks like if her LinkedIn is accurate, she went to law school, but she didn't pass the bar from her LinkedIn. I don't know, though. I'm just going by what's online. But yeah, I wasn't confused on that. So that's, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the chat. Okay, let's get back to where are we at? Now I just accidentally hit over. Oh yeah, so we're right here. But you can email me, but I think you're confused what I am talking about. Wait, no kidding. There's another case. Wait, what? Insert themselves in what, though? I'm confused now what you're talking about, but it's okay. It's all right. We're just talking about another case real quick. I conducted a person's check of Barbara dispatch and was advised that she had an active trespass warning for Fairway Market. The trespass warning was issued 6/11/12. All right. Wow, that's a long time. What was it? 12 years ago. Did I do that right? So Fairway Market has a letter on file that authorizes the Monroe County Sheriff's Office to issue and enforce trespass warnings and make trespassing arrests. Deputy Johnson arrived on scene as a backup unit. I placed Barbara into custody and Deputy Johnson conducted a search incident to arrest Barbara's person, placed her in the back seat of her patrol car. So I conducted a search incident to arrest Barbara's belongings. No illegal items were found on Barbara or in her property. I find an empty can of Miller beer in her bag, along with an empty bottle of vodka. So she had an empty bottle of vodka, empty can of Miller, a V8 juice bottle was also found that contained an amber liquid. Liquid had the odor of an alcoholic beverage. Barbara is on probation and is not allowed to possess or consume alcohol. Deputy Johnson transported Barbara to the Marathon jail. You know what? I feel like, I don't know what the right word is, but I feel like if you're an adult, like, and let's say you get arrested, they always make you can't drink or do drugs. Well, alcohol is legal though. So I feel like that's kind of like, I mean, I get what they're doing, but it almost seems like it doesn't matter what the charge is, they want to stop you from that. And it's like, I see the drug thing because it's illegal, but I don't see how they could stop from alcohol when yours illegal. And like, even if the case has nothing to do with drugs or alcohol, a lot of the times they make you quit. Stupid. I don't agree with that. I mean, maybe for some cases, but don't just automatically do it for like a lot of cases that might not have anything to do, or the person might not even have a problem with alcohol. Anyway, so where are we at? So the next one is trespass. It's from 11/5/6. Oh, this is the same. Wait, what was she issued? Hold on. That's that same date. I swear, is this a different one? Because there was two, and I'm trying to think, is this the other one with the bathroom, or is this, hold on. Because this is saying on Monday, December 26th. So wait, the day after Christmas. Responded to Pier House in reference to a woman later identified as Barbara trespassing on the property. I met with Robert Riker, who is a security guard for the Pier House. Riker told me on December 18th, Smith was issued a trespass warning and was removed from the property. Riker emailed me a copy of the Pier House incident report that documented Smith's trespass warning. I placed the incident report in the records. Riker walked me to the women's restroom on northeast end of the property. I opened the door and saw Smith bathing herself in the sink. I placed Smith in handcuffs. I read Smith Miranda rights, which she understood. She did not wish to speak to me without a lawyer present. She transferred her to MCDC. The investigation was required. Okay, so yep. Let's see here. Another letter. I like the letters. January 2nd. I think it says 20, I don't know, 15, 16. Who knows? It could be any of those. 17. I don't know. All right. I, Barbara Ann Smith, of sound mind and body, am pleading no contest to my no trespassing charges on 12/26. Oh, yeah. What is this date? 16. So this is probably the 16, right? Or no, this would be 17 because it's January. Yep. Oh, at the Pier House. Okay, these are all following the arrest that we just read. Well, yeah, because I guess I did download them in order. I was warned, and Marchman, is that Marchman? Acted approximately a week earlier. I was not too happy with the law that day, and I'm still not. What does that say? 2,000 pounds? What? Does it say 2,000 pounds? Something? And definitely never with the government. I am also not happy with our now President of the United States of America, Barack Obama, or the next USA President, Donald Trump. I used to work for that jerk. Wow, Barbara gets around. We know she is from New York. Only the names were challenged. Wait, only the names were challenged to protect the innocent, which would have been me at that time. Hillary Clinton would have been worse. So we did at least get the better of both, or the better. lesser of both evils. I admit when I'm guilty, nobody's perfect. Oh, I admit when I'm guilty, nobody's perfect. Unlike most people. That's the problem with this world today. All people do is argue and act something. I don't know what it's ridiculous. It's definitely not helping the deficit. My something called has a business at something, and I went back working for him. I want to see, because this is when she's talking about has a business called something house, and I worked back then working for him. Something, etc. Well, I wish I could understand that. I get cold, wet, and tired. Hell, I was tired of being tired, let alone exhausted. I would have called him, but somebody stole my cell phone. Something phone. About 50 of them have been stolen from me in the last 25 years. The hunter is now being hunted. There's another one. Is that a new saying? They don't call them track phones for no reason. Wait, what? Oh my God. I feel sorry for the one without the SIM cards in them. Oh my God. Hold on. Why is this so funny? See, those of you that didn't get to watch the body cam over, it's not going to be as funny. It's funny because we got to know who she is, so it's more funny. I hope. Where are we at? I feel sorry for the ones without the SIM cards in them, and something for the ones with the SIM cards, and jealous maybe for the ones, or I don't know, still in them. No matter what. Gosh, I wish I could read this. Something matter. I don't know if it's no matter. Having you look at them, they've been tracked. I certainly wouldn't mess with them. That would be plain stupid. But so both. What? I'm not that person. And cities, all you, I hope, I don't know, nothing but the truth. So help me God. I sincerely apologize for my actions. God bless, Barbara. Judge Fowler. So this is what? No, this is January 10th, 2017. Good morning. I just wanted to let you know from personal experience, I think you're a good judge. No matter, not better than Judge Ruth Becker, but then again, she has more experience. If you something the respectful, what? So the respectful in court on January 5th. I cannot apologize for it, or won't. I cannot and won't apologize for it. Oh, because she's saying if you something disrespectful in court. I wish I knew that something, but she's saying I will not apologize for it. My lawyer, Carl something, didn't come see me until January 4th and apologized for not seeing me earlier. He also told me not to give you the action. Oh, give you the letter. I just did because he said you probably wouldn't like it. I didn't at that. And I don't know why. What does that say? I didn't add that something. I don't know why. If the truth hurts, so be it. I would have been. I'm sorry, guys. I know this is. I would have been released that day if I had hired a lawyer. He didn't do his job. I am surprised I was actually read my Miranda rights this time. I didn't receive my phone call until January 8th, which didn't go through because all I got were something, I don't know. The time was 12 noon until 12:20. Sergeant Salters wasn't too happy. I probably interrupted his lunch break. I was arrested on the 26th of December, 2016 and booked on the 27th, 14 days late. They decided to give me a phone call, or 14 days later. It's a bunch of bull crap. I could have gotten bailed out and told you everything that happened. It would have been a no action decision. Your Honor, I have no aliases. I am something, and I don't know, have charged. I don't know, man. Or any other way. I refuse to change my Monroe County. I don't know. Asked. It's irrelevant. If I want their advice, I'll ask them for it. If I want their opinion, I'll give it to them. No disrespect. Rest in peace. So she's talking about Richard Smith. My father, Richard Smith. My mother. She puts their dates and then says rest in peace. I have identity theft and it sucks really. I go to jail. They let 3 out I don't know. I have no idea. I wish it wasn't freaking Judge Fowler. I just wanted to let you know that because of, does that say neglect? I don't know, College Road. I have a broken elbow radius along with a broken arm and also a broken right thumb and wrist. I had x-rays done at the hospital on December 10th and 11th, and they didn't see the something hairline fractures in my arm, etc. So I kept on using them. Unbeknownst of my situation, I came facing some serious, painful surgery, let alone in something. It is so stupid. I know it's not your fault, but it certainly isn't mine either. I wish you the best in your future. You and Judge Becker, Ruth Becker, and the last female judges I've ever been in front of. Oh, the best female judges I've ever been in front of. There's 3 sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth. My side is the truth. That is why I never went to Harvard for law. I liked AB and something Saw 101 and LA. I don't know, my college degree, but I'll still be in jail. And figure AC equals B. Sincerely, Barb. She's too funny. Oh my God. Oh, you ruined your dinner, you said? Okay, now we have intoxicated 8/22. So on August 22nd, 2011, 3:45, I responded to Salvation Army in Marathon referenced disorderly intoxicated person. Upon arrival, I met with victim Stephen Birchfield, who stated that a white female pushed and spit at him. Sergeant frickin' Birchfield, if he wanted to press charges, Birchfield stated yes. Or Sergeant asked Birchfield. Birchfield pointed out the direction that the female went and stated she was wearing a gray shirt and jean shorts. Sergeant Frick and myself checked the alley behind Salvation Army. It was determined that the female we were looking for might be Barbara Smith. I asked a construction worker if he saw a white female walk behind the business, and he said yes and pointed me in the direction that the female went. So he checked the nearby businesses with negative results. He made contact with Birchfield. He said that he was walking in front of Salvation Army when Barbara approached him and asked if he wanted to buy some weed. Birchfield told him no. Birchfield tried to walk away. Smith pushed him against the wall and spit at him. Oh, I forgot about my coffee. Dang it. Why? How did you ruin your dinner, though, Becky? I started walking in front of the Salvation Army when I saw a white female with an orange t-shirt and jean shorts. The female also had a white bandage around her right arm and her right calf. I drove my patrol vehicle to Tom Thumb, located, blah, blah, blah. I looked inside and saw a female at the register. I made contact with the female and asked if she was Barbara, and she stated yes. While speaking with Smith, Sergeant Frick took an arrival at this location. I asked Smith to step outside. I asked Smith if she ever was at the Salvation Army, and she stated yes. I asked her to tell me what happened. Smith stated that Birchfield came up to her and asked her for a weed. I mean, I wonder, like, it's always a different story from the victim. But sometimes, I mean, you never know. Sometimes she could be the one telling the truth and they're lying. I mean, we don't really know. What do you guys think? She stated that she told Birchfield that she did not have any. Smith stated that she did not hit Birchfield at any time. Smith was taken into custody and transported to Key Vacay Jail without incident. This occurred in Monroe County. This is a Barb running after a male. I just kind of put like a summary when I was titling these. So 6/11/12. While I was pulling out a Marathon community parking lot, I saw Barbara Smith running after a male subject on a bicycle. I made my way over to Fairway Market and made contact with Smith, who is known to me through previous law enforcement contacts. Smith stated that one of the males sitting at Fairway Market threw her purse across the street and she wanted him to go get it. Smith continued to argue with the male subjects as I tried to calm her down. I ran Smith through communications and asked if she had a trespass warning on file. Communications advised that Smith did in fact have a trespass issue to her on March 7th, 2009, and it was updated October 28th, 2010. I made contact inside Fairway Market to determine if they wanted to enforce the trespassing. I was given the phone number to the store owner. I explained the situation to Saki and asked if he wanted to enforce the trespass, and he stated yes. Smith was taken into custody for trespass after warning. Smith requested Ronald Jenkins take her property with him rather than take it with her to jail. She was transported to the detention center. Assault. Dang it. Placed under arrest for battery and burglary for not having permission to walk in Stephen Thompson's trailer. Then went inside, intentionally struck Thompson in the face, causing 2 scratches. She's getting into all kinds of trouble. So, in reference to disturbance, when I arrived, there was an open door and female yelling inside, saying what sounded like, "You better hope the cops are here." When I got up to the front door, I was met by a female, later identified as Barbara. I set Smith outside. I talked to her. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, Smith told me she went to number 49 and walked in the open door to confront Steve Thompson about him hitting his girlfriend, Sandra Wheelock. Smith then got into an argument with Thompson. When which escalated into them pushing each other. I asked Smith if she saw Thompson hit Wheelock, but she could not answer and kept changing the subject. I then separated Wheelock and asked her what happened. Wheelock told me Smith came over, walked inside the trailer, and started hitting Thompson's facial area with both hands. Wheelock further stated Smith is crazy. I questioned Wheelock if she got into an argument with Thompson or if there was anything physical between her or Thompson. Wheelock said there was nothing physical between them. Thompson told me that they had the door to the trailer open to let the cigarette smoke out when Smith walked in and started screaming at him. Smith then walked over to where he was sitting and started scratching at his face with both hands. Smith scratched Thompson above his right eye and his right cheek before he was able to get her away from him by pushing her. Thompson and Wheelock both told me Smith was walking into their trailer has walked into the trailer before without permission. Each time Smith was told not to come back. Thompson and Wheelock just wanted Smith trespassed from the property. Smith was trespassed from lot 49 and she returned to lot 40. Approximately 20 minutes later, the call was reactivated. Smith was back at number 49. Oh my God. Oh, she is something else. Not even 20 minutes later. Oh my God. When I arrived, I saw Smith standing approximately 2 feet from the steps arguing with Thompson, who was standing at the front door. I placed Smith in handcuffs and placed her back into my patrol car. Thompson further told me now he wanted to press charges for battery. Smith was taken into custody and transported to Marathon Jail. Smith complained of medical issues, which the jail required medical clearance. Transported her to the hospital. While in the lobby, Smith began yelling, screaming, and refusing to be seen by the doctor, and refusing to sit in the chair and wait her turn to be called to the receptionist. It became necessary to bring Smith outside due to her disturbing the other patients in the lobby. I sat her down outside where she said she was going to kick me, then scooted towards me and lifted her leg. I walked around her and helped her to her feet and sat her back down away from me. She again scooted towards me. I then helped her to her feet and escorted her back to my patrol car, placed her in the back. While in the back of the car, she continued to scream, then laid on her back and started kicking the roof and the bars on the window. After being told to stop, she would stop briefly, then start kicking again. Shortly after the nurse came out with the medical release, I transported Smith back to jail. After she was placed in the cell, she began to bang on the door. 2 pictures were taken of Thompson's face and placed into evidence under property. Dang, she don't mess around. She's something else, isn't she? Oh my God. Wow. Here's a letter. 1/14/15. To whom it may concern. I wish this could have been written better, but I had to work with what I had. Hope you understand. Thank you. Sincerely, Barbara. P.S. Good luck. P.S.S. Remember this. It could be worse. There could be 2 of me. Oh my God, there could be 2 of me. Barb. Yeah. Who's still in here? Hey, Elvin. Soul. Austin. No, wait, Austin, you misunderstood me. I don't think I have RSVP today. I said I did. I had it I think it was last year, 2 years ago, maybe. I think it was 2 years ago or like a year and a half ago. I had it. I thought it, I originally thought it was COVID. And then I realized after like thinking about it and hearing other people's experiences that I think it was RS, whatever. But no, I don't have it now. I don't know what I have now. If it was COVID that I had, it was very mild, but like one of those things that just lasted. It wasn't like intense. It just made me very tired and like a mild stomach issue and just extremely tired. But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. All right. I think there's more of this though. Ooh, yes. And this is going to be easy to read. Yay. Greg Kinsley has a bad drug problem. between pills, alcohol, smoking anything, whatever. He definitely needs help. He thinks he won't get caught again. He's not invincible, not pertaining to my open case. That's 11415. Judge Becker. Also, Gray Kinski has been using my food stamp card while I was living at Lot 40, Ocean Breeze, which besides cleaning up after him, first class slob, it was my way of contributing toward rent. I was staying, well, you're telling on yourself because you're saying you basically let him use it to pay rent. And that's not legal. I mean, it's definitely not legal. You can't give, some people sell their food stamp cards. I mean, that's not legal. So she's always telling on herself. She thinks she's like being smart and like getting out of something, but she's actually telling on it. But they think they let a lot of stuff slide when she says things because they don't want to deal with it. But oh my God, are you guys, is anybody else finding this entertaining or is it just me? Yeah. Okay, so where are we at? Yeah, it's like she can't lie. No, it didn't go over my head. I know. I get it. You're making fun of me because the RSVP. When I said it, I was laughing. But I just wanted to correct you because you said that you think that I'm coming down with it or whatever you said. That's not what I said. I know I said it wrong, but I was just saying that's not what I think I have now. I know I know I said it wrong and it didn't actually go over my head. I don't even know what it's called, but I laughed when I said it because I realized it was wrong and I laughed. I'm like, wait, RSVP. I got it, but I don't know. I forget what it's called. Some respiratory thing. But I don't think I have it now. None of this today was respiratory. But I get us saying you were like making fun of me, but I just wanted to make sure that people didn't think I had RSV or whatever the other thing is called, because it's nothing. That was horrible, dude. That was like, I thought I was going to die. That was worse than the COVID, I swear. When I had my first time having COVID, I don't know if I'm pretty sure that's what it was after I've heard people talk, when I heard like what that was compared to COVID, and this was like so much worse. I think that's what it was. RSV. Okay. Yeah. I said RSVP or something. I said it wrong, but I know it was funny because I laughed when I said it, but yeah, RSV is there's nothing joke around with that. That's scary, dude. The way my oxygen and like heart rate were getting low, that was scary. Like I could barely sleep. Like I wanted to keep awake because I was thinking my heart was going to stop for real. It's like, why is my heart getting so low? It's weird. Things like beep, 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 beep. It's like, go to the hospital. I'm like, no, I don't want to. All right, where are we at? Oh, that's a good one. It never got back to me. That's a good one. One of the worst parts was how they made fun of the patient in front of the fam. Wait, who did? In this case? Wait, I'm trying to think. Wait, when? Hold on. Did they? Why I'm drawing a blank. I know. Oh, you're probably talking about another case because I don't remember on this one. Anyway, so where are we at? So she basically telling herself. I think that's like, I don't know. That's probably just a misdemeanor. What is that? What kind of offense is that if you like sell your food stamps? I know it's not legal. I know that. I know people do it, but you're not allowed to. Anyway, I was staying there for over 2 years. He used my card on 10/7/14 when he knew I was in jail. He left me approximately $3 on the card when I got out of jail. But Barbie, you just said that it was help contributing to rent, wasn't it? Oh, I misunderstood. I misread it, guys. She's saying, okay, she didn't, but she does do that though. So that's why I thought she was doing that. She'll like tell on herself. She's saying cleaning up after him, it was a way of contributing. Okay, good job, Barb. You didn't do it this time. Okay, so cleaning up after him was a way of contributing toward rent. So anyway, so now she's saying he left me $3. He used my card when I was in jail. I was there on a felony misdemeanor regarding lot number 49 with Sandra Wheelock, which that incident we just heard. Sandra Wheelock Smith, no relation, and Steve Sandra's so-called new boyfriend. On 10/6/14, I was arrested trying to help her. After I watched him push her from where I was sitting at number 40. Steve told Officer Roberts that I hit and scratched his face. See, like, I feel like she does things, but she's so not in touch with reality that she is seeing and hallucinating things that aren't there. So she probably really, well, maybe it did happen. I don't know, but it did or didn't. Let's say it didn't happen and she thought she saw him push her. So he goes and she's thinking she's doing something good, defending her. And that's why she's always like, oh, I help so many people. Because I think she's thinking her intentions are good, but she's not perceiving the situation accurately. So they're not really, it's not good. Like she's coming across as doing the bad thing, but because she's not seeing reality correct. So I really do think her intentions aren't bad, which is crazy. But if you guys know Barb, you know what I'm talking about, I feel, right? Where are we at? So yeah, she's doing bad things, but where are we at? I was sitting. Oh, Steve told Officer Roberts that I had hit and scratched his face. No action. From state, he dropped charges. Oh, from state. No action from state. He dropped charges. I didn't even have nails on my fingers to scratch him because I have a bad habit of biting mine. So either she did it or Steve did it to himself. That's probably why he dropped the charges, because he felt guilty. I reported Greg to food stamps, but could not charge him because I had given him my PIN numbers. Oh, yeah, pretty much. Oh, and my first one was 10:30 a.m. and my second one was approximately 1:30 p.m. in a cup at McDonald's outside. She, the police officer, assumed I was drunk. But why does that not seem like it's continuing? Did I miss something? Hold on. No. She, the police officer, assumed I was drunk. Why didn't she ask me to take a breathalyzer? I would have been more than happy to. I would have registered a 0. So why is the state offering me AA classes with the 180 days? I refuse to accept that offer. I'll go to the trial and win. I'm not getting railroaded on some things that I'm not guilty of again. Chrissy, my lawyer, is also trying to get my bond lowered to as little as possible. More than likely, the only bail my family will do is cash, because most of their money is in assets. Between my brother, Mark, and my father's brother, George, Herbert F. Smith, George Wesh, and F.R. Herbert, what was F.R.? I don't know. Herbert F. Smith of Philadelphia, P.A. Okay. I will get bailed out until I go to a trial. Unless, of course, I get time served on battery only or motions to suppress. Thank you for your time and consideration. B.A. Smith. C.O. Oh, wait, there was a note I forgot I wanted to read right here on the side. P.S. The state is also offering to drop the no trespassing charge. Well, it ain't rocket science. It's common sense. Okay. C.O. Petrie and I have been friends for years. I appreciate and respect her as she does me. As for Deputy Lanares goes, that's another problem. Hopefully not mine. Whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty? A lot of these officers automatically assume I'm guilty. They don't know me. I'm guilty by association. Not happening again. This county is hideous. Sad. I know the law. I respect the law, providing it respects me. I used to live and work in Niagara Falls, New York, one of the 7 wonders of the world. I know you know that, but this town is all about making money, which there isn't nothing wrong with that as long as it's done honestly. The point that I'm trying to make is I seem to get arrested by asshole cops when tourist season's around. I respect tourists, it's a business, but some of these officers care about nothing but themselves and their immediate family, which is not right. An officer of the law should have a heart and take care of everybody if possible. There is quite a few good officers in Marathon. You're all right as long as you know which ones they are. Thank you for your time and consideration. All of these matter. Sincerely, Barbara Smith. Dear Judge, so this is 1/8/15. Dear Judge Ruth Becker, I, Barbara Ann Smith of sound mind and body, am writing this letter to you, not to complain about my case, but to complain about a certain officer's work not being done. Who I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe they were too busy or not communicating correctly. But when their work's not done, I have to do it to stay clean. Wait, what work is she doing? Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Wait, what are you guys even talking about? Somebody said I don't know what I'm doing or something? Hey, I mean, I know I can't always do cases where people are going to be interested. I try. I'm trying to, I don't know. It's okay. Some of them are just people aren't going to be interested, I guess, but I'm interested in it. I think it's hilarious. These letters, I don't know. She's like, she is a trip. When I got to Marathon Jail at 9 p.m. on 1/5/15, the room they put me in was still dirty underneath the bed. Also, there was no mattress in there. I only had to wait 5 minutes for mattress, 15 minutes for linens and blanket, 4 hours of sleep, or 4 hours for soap. So wait, there's no mattress. She had to wait 5 minutes for the mattress, 15 minutes for linens, 4 hours for soap. I cleaned the place with someone's clean underwear that was left in there, size 6, and used just water to clean floor and toilet, which was nasty. I had a few open cuts covered with Band-Aids, so I was left no other choice if I wanted to avoid an infection. I also have a broken right toe done accidentally, indirectly by Greg Niley, I don't know how to say Nisley, I don't know. At least I think it was an accident. He resides at Ocean Breeze, Lot 40. Oh my God, where I now have a no trespassing. Now she says over, so turn it over. Dear Ruth Becker, Your Honor, I am writing this letter regarding my situation. I keep getting told by public defenders that they advise me to keep my mouth shut, so I do, which is dumb of me to do so. No one wants to hear what I have to say, so I am putting it in writing. Of course, it'll be intercepted by whomever, whatever, wherever, whenever, however, and why do I bother? I don't know. I am pissed off, angry is an understatement. When I left Key West Jail to come to court on January 5th evening, I'm constantly getting yelled at by COs. It's wrong. It's not like I don't know the drill because they had a bad day or night. I don't know. I don't care. I got my own problems and they don't need to bring their problems to work. It's bad enough I'm here and not guilty, but have a broken right big toe and broken rib from Greg Nisley. He got away with it. It ain't happening again. I will not tolerate Monroe County crooked cops or COs anymore. I treat people the way they treat me or have treated me. I remember everything eventually. Oh, Sometimes it takes a few minutes to register in my brain. I just heard the state gave me an offer of 180 days until February 9th as a misdemeanor. Otherwise, they're going to charge me as a felony. That's because of another battery years ago, which I was charged with. And I believe I pled guilty to no contest time served because my so-called public defender, Matthew Monticello, suggested I do so, which was stupid of me to do, especially when I wasn't guilty on that charge either. I was incarcerated when he got busted in Key West on DWI cocaine charges. Wait, what was he? Battery. Oh, a battery. Okay. Did I judge him? No, but he screwed me that time also. Figure of speech. My public defender lawyer is asking for a discovery. I pray it is audio, video, and Dion's on 63rd Street because one of the police officers lied when she questioned me. I think her name was Roberts. I know for sure it was her that lied. I spoke to at least 4 to 6 different police officers at that time. They were trying to confuse me and only had 2 cans of Budweiser's that day. I awoke at 6 a.m. that morning. See, yeah, these aren't in order. Look. Oh, well. Charge. I also have 1 or 2 broken ribs done intentionally directly by Greg Nisley. He's not very nice. No disrespect meant. I'm trying to humor myself. I had a doctor in Key West for getting hot water. What? During court. So I could take care of my open wounds. Some cells there don't have hot water at all. As a matter of fact, it's ice cold. I had x-rays done on both at Fisherman's Hospital. 20 and ribs, big toe in October, ribs in November 2014. I filed an OOP that you denied. When I get out of here, I am left no other choice but to appeal your decision. Sorry, it needs to be done. He drives constantly without a driver's license, gets away with it. I didn't appear in court on 10/2014. Felony misdemeanor charge because I know Greg Nisley would be there. He's been stalking me for years. Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. He rode a moped to the court on 10/2014. It should still be on camera. He should be charged for driving without a license. When do I get justice? Why is this still constantly happening? Why are the police ignoring the situation? Is Greg getting drugs for them also? Or is he a snitch? I don't know. I don't care, but he needs to keep a certain distance away from me because if I kill him, it will be self-defense. I would rather be dead than kill another human being or animal as far as that goes. There was no action charge on 10/2014. That's because I wasn't guilty. And Steve, alleged victim, knew it. He must have felt guilty and dropped the charges. Sincerely, Barb. Your Honor, I wrote this to caption age of KWJ. I just spoke with Maureen supervisor overhead of DON in medical at 9 a.m. today. She was rude and out of line towards me. She is saying I am sending her threatening sick call requests. I'm not threatening them. I'm speaking the truth. If the truth hurts, so be it. She also told me she's going to send the papers I wrote to you. I told her to go ahead. I hope she does. And she would not accept another request from me. I finished writing the one I was writing anyway and gave it to the nurse. Also, I spoke to that same nurse earlier after I returned from Marathon. I told her I had some blood coming out of my stool area last night. She told me that if it happens again, to write a request or let someone know from nursing. I was scared. So far today, I'm okay. That has never happened to me before. Even when I fractured my something bone in 1984 in New York from a bad car accident. I will be released on the 13th. Until then, I might need their help. I pray not, but you never know. I'm going to the hospital in Plantation Key or Miami when I get out. Thank you. Sincerely, Barbara. I had copied that from a request form because a sergeant told me we cannot use that paperwork to write on. The judge, which I agreed, someone loaned me 3 sheets of legal paper. Oh wait, we cannot. Sorry, you cannot use that paperwork to write on to the judge, which I agreed. Someone loaned me 3 sheets of legal paper. The captain age wrote back very quickly, time frame, and said he will look into it, but they are still giving me problems. So I just wrote back to the captain again. I don't understand why pretrial services didn't let me out. I have plenty of places to stay, friends, houses, or apartments, but I like my tent. I have a no trespassing sign on it. I have a brother, Mark, been here 40 years. Oh, Mark. My father's brother, George, been here 60 years. I lived and moved down here in the 80s. I moved back to Buffalo, New York to take care of my mother when she had a stroke in 92. She passed away on Groundhog's Day in 95. I have been back living in Marathon for over 6 years now. I don't leave the county unless I got to Miami for a couple of hours to shop. Oh, all right. That's God. I love this. I love reading. It's so entertaining to me. It's interesting just to hear. I don't know. She's funny. I feel like she's way more. Her letters are way more funnier than Sarah Boone's. I feel like she's a much more interesting person than Sarah Boone too. But yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. I shouldn't have done that. I just wanted to see where I left off. Shit. Where was I? Where did I pick? The bite, right? That's where I started from. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Oh, it went all the way back around. That's weird. Now I'm really confused. Hold on a second. This is what I just read, right? And then I already did this because I got to keep track of what I already did and what I didn't. Hold on. Yeah. Wow. I thought it. Okay. Well, let me put this in a separate folder. Okay. Well, thank you for the ones that stuck around. I do wish I could get other people into a different case, but I don't know. I am. Wow, that's weird because that's so weird. Because I did that transfer, I was still on the other stream. That was so weird. Anyway, but thanks, guys. That was fun. Yeah, email me if you guys find anything about this Ari. I never even got an email from that person, that Rico. Didn't they say they emailed me about the confusion? I never even got one. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Did they say they emailed me? Nope, didn't get anything. Anyway, oh my God, it's already getting really hot in here. I gotta go to that app and do that. Shoot. Yeah, I was gonna thank you. See, I don't ever know because when I get the message of the people donating, sometimes it's their real name, and then I don't. It's like I sit there and I'm like, should I thank them? But then I don't know who to thank, and like some people don't want their real name, out there. and then, because they have a different name. And I've had people before where I've done it and they're like, can you please not do that? So it's like, I never know what to do. So I don't want to be like, well, usually what I was going to do is I'm going to go in the app. That's what I was just talking about. I'm going to go in the app, and I think you could write a note in the app and I'll thank everybody. Because otherwise, how do I ask each one? Because I got to say the name to ask them. So if you guys ever do, I'll thank you in the app. I do see them. And then unless if you want to shout out, like maybe put in the message like, hey, I don't mind if you say my name or whatever. I don't know. And same with emails, because I've had people get mad like, well, I didn't want my name. So it's just like, I never know, because a lot of times it's connected to their real name. But anyway, oh, okay. So yeah, so this week the Sarah Boone trial starts. Like I said, I'm not gonna. Definitely after I realized how much I have going on this week, I'm for sure not going to be able to cover the trial, because I almost have something I do have something every day this week. So there's no way I'd be able to like leave every day, because I'd have to be here to live stream. So I am going to try to watch it though, at least some of it. I might not be able to watch every part of it, but and I like to do some highlights, talk about it probably a few times this week. And then besides that, what case are you guys doing? I'm trying to do, I mean, is there any case where there's not like everybody's not covering it? So I feel like sometimes it's hard to bring something new, and like, I want to be able to like feel like I'm, bringing something. I don't know. Plus, I do feel like other cases do deserve attention. It's like, you got all these channels doing the same case when there's so many other cases that need to be talked about, So I don't know. Let me know what's going on. I know I still have another case. The documents. I'm gonna see what. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research on what I want to do, if I want to order any other stuff for different cases or whatever. No, I didn't. Email me all saying there's a lot of people covering it. I mean, I could do one everybody's covering, but sometimes it's just hard to, just like it seems like it's sometimes stuff's so overdone that I like to find something new. Or like, yeah. Thanks, Hollywood. It does suck though, because the popular ones, it's like everybody wants the ones that everybody else wants. So it's like, like I was saying earlier, if everybody else is like, ooh, and it's just like this thing where it's like, because everybody else likes it, then everybody else becomes interested. It's weird. It's not weird, but it's interesting how that works. So I'm trying. That's my goal, trying to get people interested in the less talked about cases, but it's my new goal I'm trying to do. So we'll see how that works. Go Courtney Clanny. Yes. No, I covered that, Bela Blaze. I ordered the documents. Go look at my playlist for it. I covered Courtney Clanny. I'm still the trial hasn't happened yet. Yeah. I actually ended up, it was like $500 for all the records I got. There wasn't a ton though. There wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you like, I feel like with this, we got a lot of body cams, so it was kind of worth it. But like sometimes, you'll pay a lot and then you don't have much. I mean, there was some, but it wasn't like there wasn't a ton, but it was still good. Go look at my playlist. I have a playlist of Courtney Clenny. But yeah, I'm waiting for the trial. When is the trial? I don't know. I even tried to reorder like any updates to the Courtney Clenny, and they said, well, show me the list of what you have. And I did. And they're like, oh, there's nothing new, which confuses me, because that whole thing went on where they said like on one of the hearings, they're like, well, nobody wants to order, like, and they said some specific things that I didn't get. So that's why I said, well, I want to order these. I didn't get these. And they're like, oh, you got everything. That's all. It's like, well, what are they talking about? Something going on there where they're saying something's there and it's not there. I'm probably confusing you, but Yeah, I got basically all that they're gonna give me, I guess I should say. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, Menendez. I was gonna do that too. I did cover that a little bit years ago, but we could just talk about that a little bit. Yeah, maybe watch some trial highlights. Um, well, entertaining. Is she not entertaining? She cracks me up because it's entertaining, I think. Maybe cute's not the right word, but entertaining and yeah, of course she's yeah, she is. All right, bye guys. No, this wasn't a tribute to Barb. What? No, not really. I was just reading. No, that was all so far. That's what they gave me. I know. Just remember, yeah, some people do like it. So those of you that don't, I'm sorry, but I can't please everybody because not everybody's gonna like every single case that I do. So, but this one doesn't have as many people like it, but the people that do like it really like it. I feel like so that's good. Or that are I shouldn't say. I mean, it's weird to say that like it as, but like that are interested in it. I should say. All right, bye guys.